So I took a trip to Cork and ended up visiting Cork City, Cobh and Kinsale all in one day. ChatGPT didn't think I could do it, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna do it. At the end of this video, you'll know if you want to do a day trip like me or if you feel like you need more time to explore the towns. Also, I don't gatekeep, so I'm going to let you in on one of Cove's best kept secrets on how you can get spectacular photos whilst you're visiting the town. And if you're anything like me and you love traveling, and I guess more specifically solo traveling, please support me by subscribing to my channel. It's absolutely free, and I hope you enjoy the video. So my flight gets into Cork at 8:15 a.m. and then I have to be back at the airport because my flight to go back to London is at 8:30. Added bonus, I literally probably slept for like an hour. Basically a nap. I don't know how it's gonna go. Now the first thing you probably want to know is how you get around. Luckily, there is a QR code outside the airport, so you can just scan this, download the app and buy a ticket, and it can get you on the buses all over Cork. I ended up using my contactless card for one bus though. I'm going to the English market, but it's very early, so I'm hoping that the English market isn't going to be too busy. So we shall see. Obviously, last time when I went to Dublin, I pretty much almost got scammed. If you haven't watched the vlog, check it out. But I'm trying to not look too out of place. We'll see how that works out for me. But I'm just going to ignore strangers for today. Now, it's important to know that I visited the English market at 9:25 a.m. on a Saturday in June. So I was told that it would be extremely busy in there, but actually, I guess I was very early because it wasn't busy. And I ended up sitting down and having breakfast at the Farmgate Cafe. And what drew me to this cafe is that they buy everything that they cook from downstairs in the English market. So they are supporting local Irish businesses and farmers. Because what better way to support the place that you're visiting than ensuring that the money that you're spending goes back to the local. I didn't spend too much time roaming around, but I did see that they had a lot of fresh meat, a lot of like homemade products, and just a lot of fresh organic food. So if you do have a bit more time and you're planning to bring stuff back, then it's definitely worth visiting the English market. I must say, this time that I've been to Ireland and the other time I've been to Ireland, the weather has been really good. The sun is shining. This doesn't happen a lot in Ireland, so I really appreciate it. I think Ireland loves me, and I love Ireland back. Next up, Cobh. If time is on your hands, you can actually take the boat cruise from Cork Harbour and it passes through Cobh. So that means that you can get like really beautiful views of the town, because I believe the boat cruise from Cork Harbour actually doesn't stop in Cobh. And if I'm correct, the coach took about 30 minutes to get to Cobh. But the downside is I felt like I was in an oven. It was so hot. Okay, so I've just arrived in Cobh and that bus journey was a nightmare. So first of all, I had to run because when I got to the station, the bus was just going. And then I got on the bus and I was the last one to get let on. Thank God I'm a solo traveller because they could only let one more on. And it was free, I think. I don't know if I have to pay on my way back. I don't know what there is to do. I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely winging this trip, but we're just gonna go for a stroll. Thank you for telling me that in order to get this absolutely beautiful view and amazing photos of these colourful houses, that I'm gonna have to walk up the steepest hill and sweat out my makeup. Thanks for letting me know. And speaking of information that nobody told me, I didn't know that in order to take these beautiful pictures, I would end up being in somebody's back garden. Now, at the top of Spy Hill, you will find this little garden. Donations are optional, but if you wanted to, you can give them €2. I mean, as a homeowner, that's the ultimate return on investment. After that breathtaking view, I had to go and see the cathedral close up. It's only a short walk, and thank God I didn't have to go up any more hills. This is St. Colman's Cathedral. Genuinely, my video doesn't even do it justice. Like, you have to come and see this in person and close up. It's 18 minutes past 1 and I'm doing really good for time, to be fair. I wanted to go to Kinsale, but I think it'll be cutting it a bit too fine. Do you think I could do it? I think I could do it. Traveling solo has made me meet like so many people that I probably wouldn't have spoken to, like being with other people. So I met this couple from Poland and they've lived in, I think they said they lived in Dublin for 18 years. and then they've moved to a different part of Ireland. And then I met another guy from Taiwan. He had like a Action 5, the DJI camera, and he said that he just travels as well. So it's really nice to like meet new people, just have conversations, don't even have to make friends. Now, the reason why I solo travel actually is because I think I'm going to be single forever. My friends are at different stages of life and we've known each other since secondary school. So, since I was like, how old are you in secondary school? I think you're like 11. So naturally, we don't want to do the same things. I love traveling. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a free spirit. I like to just do things randomly. I like to travel. I like to see the world. I like to have new experiences. I feel like solo traveling for me is just me regaining my confidence. I think like naturally validation is important to me. I wouldn't say it's like the priority for me, but I do feel more comfortable around other people. I probably don't speak up on my own. So I think like solo traveling is a way of kind of like combating that in a way. When you kind of learn how to just move to your own beat, move on your own, what other people say doesn't matter. What other people do doesn't matter. Like it doesn't even matter that people are walking past here looking at me with this camera on. So it's just a way of like just increasing my confidence. And I honestly just love traveling. I love traveling. I don't want to wait for anybody to travel. I do co-parent, so I tend to travel when my daughter's with her dad. This trip, like to get here, costed about £75, I think. Oh my gosh, I think the 1 hour sleep got to me because I don't know why I said that. My flight was actually £30.21 in total, which is practically £15 there and £15 back, which is an absolute bargain if you ask me. I was going through a stressful period and I was like, I need to leave the UK. That's why I'm solo traveling. You told me I'd be doing this like a year ago. I'd be like, absolutely not. Oh shit. I think I'm gonna miss that. Transport to Kinsale. Crisis averted. I didn't miss the bus, but I did end up having to walk back up that hill. Yep, this one, to go and get the bus. Also, I couldn't figure out on the app what bus I needed to buy a ticket for, so I ended up just using my contactless card. So bear in mind, you can actually do that also on the buses. There were multiple options in terms of routes to take. I ended up taking the option of going back into Cork City and then taking a bus to Kinsale. I'm happy I didn't let my anxiety get the better of me because ChatGPT had me convinced that I couldn't go to Kinsale and make it meaningful. The journey from Cork City into Kinsale took just under an hour and about 35 minutes back to the airport. So I ended up walking along the harbour and taking some pictures. Unfortunately, I never posted any of them because I did not realise that my flies were open this whole time. Like, how embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Having been to Dublin and now Cork, it was nice to actually meet some Irish people because I didn't feel like I met many in Dublin, which is quite understandable in a capital city. Transport is extremely easy. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. And overall, the people are very friendly. And make sure you get some seafood. Looking back, that is definitely a regret of mine, but I'll just blame it on the fact that I only had 1 hour sleep, so I wasn't thinking straight because duh, I'm in a coastal town. Why wouldn't I get seafood? And I must say, I'm actually quite shocked that I actually made it to Kinsale. I've already been to the harbour, been to those colourful stairs with the little graffiti on it, and now I'm going to the little colourful cafes. I'm killing one day in Cork on 1 hour sleep. Okay, so we're at the end of the vlog and I'm tired. I'm having dinner at the Blue Haven restaurant and bistro. You can tell by my voice, I am knackered. I think everybody in Cork are so friendly. The scenery's absolutely beautiful. Didn't eat a lot because I've been trying to just like get to places and tick places off my little list. So I'm at the Blue Haven restaurant and bistro. Thank you. Lovely, thank you. Got my food. Next location, Barcelona. There are a few places I didn't get to visit, so the Titanic Experience and Blarney Castle. And now that I've seen how beautiful Cork is, now I understand why the Irish are so passionate about people visiting cities outside of Dublin. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe because next I take a day trip to Barcelona. Also, make sure you check out my Dublin vlog. It's likely that I will revisit Cork, but if you do have any recommendations for the people that are watching, please comment below and let them know what they've missed, and also for me so I can save it for my next trip.